Greetings. Happy Monday to all of you. Hope everyone had a great weekend. That was a little bit of a John Kraske side-eye glare there. Shout out John Kraske. Just here out in my garden, have everything in, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, the broccoli, the eggplant, and it is all ready for summer. Got a lot of my gardening needs at Lowe's. Shout out to Lowe's, where suburban dads hang out between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. on weekend mornings. Speaking of Lowe's happens to be one of the biggest retail media networks there is. Retail media networks have been on my mind a lot lately. But let's take a step back a second. On one hand, social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat have changed the ways in which we create and consume and curate content. They've taught us to swipe and to scroll, altering the way that we engage with brands and each other. However, on video-heavy channels, the algorithms dominate. We know this. They're fickle, they're ephemeral, and they're out of your control if you're a marketer or an advertiser. And every day brings something new to learn, to keep track of, to adapt to. Instagram claims that posting reels longer than 90 seconds can hurt your reach now, while TikTok encourages longer videos. How are we supposed to keep up with this? YouTube has split long and short videos into different sections on their site. They operate differently, and even Facebook's news referrals were cut in half. It's like, once you establish momentum on one channel, you should start building on another because you'll probably need a plan B at some point. Yet on platforms like LinkedIn and Threads, as well as within brand-owned and operated channels, vertical video has yet to take off. LinkedIn tried with stories of its own, but the product was flawed, and frankly, it was inadequate on mobile. On the other hand, retail media networks have emerged as another major trend and just must-go-to pillar in marketing over the past, 2 to 3 years. Call them RMNs, and RMNs provide yet another distribution channel for branded content, but they mostly repurpose ads that are text-based or image-based. But the quality of that content is fine, maybe it's hit a ceiling, and so is the profitability of that model at some point soon. Inventory or formats are limited even if they go beyond to non-endemic thinking. Now, retail media networks are essentially renting their audiences from major social platforms. They can't own or access data from social campaigns, and as a result, the ROI of social campaigns is declining while customer acquisition costs are rising. Despite all of this, retail media networks continue to pour more budget into their social campaigns, even though performance and engagement are on the decline. They may face high bounce rates and limited impressions on their domains, making it really hard to attract and retain consumers on their websites and apps. And given the limited inventory, the competition for ad spending across retail media networks is fierce. Brands want to see a real ROI, and those networks that provide precise and accurate data to their advertising partners have a distinct advantage, and that drives more value from monthly active users. Meanwhile, advertisers and consumer brands are also struggling to capture first-party data to grow their audiences and to increase revenue. Customer data is trapped behind these walled gardens, not those walled gardens, forcing them to spend marketing budgets to reach their own followers. And with those aforementioned algorithms, there's no real transparency about who sees what, when, where, or why. But I'm not just going to throw a bunch of problems at you without a solution. And there's a good one. You want to know what it is? Hit me up, DM me, email me. Let's connect. I got something for you.